That's gonna hurt.
Well, hey kids, nice to see you again. I'm excited. I'm very excited today. By the way, welcome to the Music Snob. That's me. Um, I've done a bunch of videos where I talk about some of my favorite musicians and stuff. And I play very badly in the videos when I play, and I butcher other people's songs. So what I wanted to do today, I've been kind of getting excited about something different, a different tone, just a different instrument. And what I got here, I'm excited. I'm going to unbox this thing. It was just at Long and McQuaid, great Canadian music store, and I got myself a baritone guitar. I'm excited about this. A baritone freaking guitar. I can't even tell you how excited. I have tried one. I have tried one of these. I ordered a brand new one from the actual factory because I just wanted to unbox it and touch my own. Make your own joke for that. Touch my own very brand new, sparkling, beautiful guitar and share it with the five people that might watch this. And maybe explain to you why maybe you should think about getting a baritone guitar because um, I played live. I used to be good at music. Well, people who play with me probably would say no. But I played everything in straight E tuning, and I never thought about anything different. Occasionally there was some drop D in there, but I didn't really know what the hell was going on. And the last few years I've been learning about different tunings, different kinds of musicians. Like, look at all this stuff. What crap. I can't say I'm good at any of this, but I sort of know enough that people who don't know probably think that I know what I'm talking about. I got a banjo. I got all these great guitars. Well, it's a rubber bass, but you know what I mean. Mandolin, stuff like that. So I got me this baritone guitar. So we're gonna open this thing up, and we're just gonna just bask in its beauty. Okay, so stay tuned. This will be fun. Yeah, I got my special opening knife here. So you're gonna see this for the first time, like I'm gonna see it, because you can see it's factory sealed. So we're gonna open this thing up. Oh yeah, it's got staples. Don't want to wreck that. Oh, the best part, it's a box in a box. Is this fun yet? I'm telling you, it is for me. See, now you can see it's still got all the great shit on it. Enjoy this. Oh god, it's just like Christmas morning here. Save this for popping later. For that, oh yeah. Kind of instructions, I guess. You know, I'm not going to pretend that I know anything, but that'll come in handy later. Comes with chiclets. Good eating. Oh, God. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Beauty, eh? I didn't want to wreck this. Now you know. Look at this thing. Now you know. Look at this. Oh, it's a work of art. This is such a beautiful thing. You get all that? Now, you know what? I have to read my notes. I have to explain what this thing is. Okay, for those of you. It's a Squire. Now, say what you want. Fender's great and all, but when you got a limited budget, I think Squires are the best. When I was playing like live, I'm going to show you. This was my Rode guitar. You can tell because it's been well, if you look at it under the black light, there's things, but it's been el kabonged. It may have hit a person or two in the head over the years, but I used to play that on stage, and I know it's not pretty, but it got the job done. Now what we got here is a Squire. I'm gonna hold this thing up. A Squire, otherwise known as Fender, I don't care. It's the cheap version. I love this thing. It's made in Indonesia, which for some reason I love that more than a regular one, and I don't care. It's a classic vibe baritone custom Telecaster, hence this beautiful thing. I'm going to show you my old one here and explain why I bought this in a second. Fender designed Alnico single coil pickups made of aluminum, nickel, and cobalt, hence the name Alnico. Stronger, longer lasting magnets, which is great. A C-shaped neck profile as opposed to a V. It's better for baritones, we'll say. It's a little harder to play than a regular Telecaster, just because it needs to be a stronger neck to support the deeper the deeper notes you're playing on this thing. And I'm going to turn this thing on in a second and show you the deeper notes that this thing has going on. It has a radius of 9.5 inches around. Has barrel saddles, as you can see, if you know the difference. A string through a body design, so the string is coming through there, which is great. 21 frets. Well, that's cool, but why should I buy one? Well, here's the reason why. Can you feel that? Why would you want a baritone guitar? And I'll tell you why. It has a longer scale length, a larger body, it's a lot heavier, internal bracing, so it can be tuned to a lower pitch. So this is great for, say, death metal, or just any kind of drop tunings that you want. Like right now it's in a drop D, but it's tuned to a B right now. So this right here is the D, but it's a B. And then all your power chords are just because it's in drop D, basically. So you can tune it any way you want. You could tune it to an A, to a C, whatever. You just want it to be lower. Like if you're just playing, you can play it in E. And I'll do the little tunings later. But I'm going to show you the difference between this thing. Besides this, just feel this. Yeah. I can feel that in my sphincter as I'm playing it. Now I'm going to pick up the other guitar and show you the difference. Okay, now this is my original Indonesian Tele that I bought a long time ago when I was playing, and I think I showed this earlier. It's seen some better days. It has done some El Kabonging, if you know what I mean. And if we look at it in black light, it might be a little embarrassing. I don't know. But this is it. That's a real country. I've got a drop D. I got it set to drop D myself, just so you can see the similarities between this and my baritone. The difference is the neck is the V shape. It's meant for faster playing. It's got a closer action, if you can see there. The strings are closer to the fret because they're lighter gauge. These are 09s, whereas my baritone strings were 13. So they're way thicker. But if you want your classical twangy country sound, I never said I was a good player. But this is my old one. This seen a lot of days. It's got the regular, it still has barrel saddles. But this thing cost me like $100 20 years ago. And boy, did it get a lot of good use. You know what I mean? But after a while, you want to upgrade. And I never really thought about getting a different Tele until I saw that bad boy right there. Now, you may be asking yourself, why the hell do I need a baritone? I'm going to tell you why. besides all the stuff that I already said, I made a list of it already. Um, First of all, look at this thing. And I love this part. I don't care. I'm going to leave that on until I feel like taking it off, just because, Willie Nelson, Minnie Pearl. I don't know, people leaving their tags on. I don't care. I love the fact that that stupid light keeps shining off of this. I'm going to fix that. So as you can see, a little bit different, a little bit different. This one, the beauty of the baritone guitar, has a longer scale length, a larger body. I've already talked about all this internal bracing. It's usually tuned a perfect fourth down, so it's in B usually, or a fifth, which would be an A, or a third even in C. A lot of metal stuff is in C, so it's tuned to a C, F, B flat, E flat, G, and then C. If you tune to A, then this would be your A, D, G, C, E, A. Now, I have it currently turned, it's in B, B, E, A, D, F sharp, B, but I have it dropped. So it's actually, this is an A to make that sound. So you can see the difference. It's usually a 0.13 to 6062 or a 0.14 to a 0.68 string. They have a longer scale length, so you can tune way, way lower and still have the normal tension on the neck. Now, most metal guys, they're not going to use one of these. I think Buckethead has one of these, or John 5 maybe. I'm not sure entirely. But usually they'll go with something with a tremolo, like an ESP or an LTD or something like that, or a Schecter. Baritone. Okay, I'll tell you one other thing. The scale length. Usually the distance from nut to saddle is 24.75 inches. This one is 27. So that's great. So who uses baritones? Glenn Campbell. Glenn Campbell used the baritone guitar. He used to play. Now, for you kids out there, I'm going to talk to you kids. Glenn Campbell was one of the greatest country singers ever lived. Okay, and he was also one of the greatest guitar players ever lived. He used to play in the Beach Boys before anybody really knew who he was. And I'm going to have to tune this thing and play some of his stuff just to give you a little hint of what his deal was. So you're asking yourself, well, I don't care about country music. You're into metal and you want to play this. Well, I'll tell you, in the 80s, metal bands started using deeper tunings, but before they started going really into getting really well-built custom baritones, they would tune down. There'd be so much slack that your neck would bow so much that they would have to get it repaired a lot. So then they started getting customly made ones. But metal bands started tuning just flat, like Van Halen. So everything instead of D, or instead of E, it would be E flat, A flat, G flat, etc. Just to make it a little deeper. And then, somebody started drop D'ing that. Then somebody dropped it to C, and on and on and on to the point where now we're tuning down to like a full octave lower, just to get that booming bass sound. So, who uses it in metal? Well, James Hetfield has used one. Joe Perry, Eddie Van Halen, of course, used it on the For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge album. He did Runaround and Spankline. We're using Pat Smear. I love that guy's name. Dave Matthews. Buckethead has a signature baritone guitar from Gibson Les Paul. So just telling you why you should get one isn't enough. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tune this thing to various different tunings, and I'm going to include that in this, just to give you a little idea of what this thing is capable of. I don't give a shit. I'm leaving that frickin' sticker on it. I don't care. I'm that guy. It's going to bug some people, and I don't care. I love this guitar already. It feels so good. Without being plugged in, it sounds cool. But you know what? I'm doing a lot of fingering. I'm not even... And the strings are so thick, my hand hurts already. But I'm going to hook up this thing again. I'm going to hook it up right now. It's not on. And we're going to tune it up to different songs. I'm going to tell you how those songs go and tell you why you should get yourself a beautiful baritone guitar. If you want to be cool like me. Just saying. I'm going to do this in no particular order. Just 10 songs with a baritone to give you an idea of why this thing is so awesome. Okay, so I'm going to do some country. I'm going to do some weird stuff. And I'm going to do some metal. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens here. I got to do some Glenn Campbell because he was one of the first guys to use a baritone. If you don't know Glenn Campbell, look him up. One of the greatest country singers ever lived. One of the greatest guitar players that ever lived. Used to play back in the '60s. He was one of the beginners of the surf guitar kind of thing, which is what a baritone was. But one of his biggest hits was Wichita Lineman, which goes something probably not much like this. Okay, I just want to make it very clear for those of you keeping score, and for probably mocking me in your own mind right now. I learned all this shit like 20 minutes ago, and I guess it shows. All songs for baritone don't have to be dropped to B or C or A or A sharp or whatever. You can still do, and a lot of great country musicians play it in standard, just using the baritone because it has that deeper feel to it. This is not a country song, but now I used to be into country, but I'm not so much anymore. So when I heard this guy initially, I just couldn't believe how awesome he is. So I'm going to try to recreate this. This would be Tennessee Whiskey. Great baritone sounding song. Okay, I had to do a second Glenn Campbell just because, again, he was one of the earliest users of a baritone, and his solos back then were so iconic and just well known. So I got to do this, even though I'll probably be terrible, like all the other ones. Oh, Galveston, oh, Galveston. You should know that. It's Galveston. You should know it. If you don't, there's something wrong with you. Okay, that's a great song by a great Canadian band called Big Wreck. And, oh, God, I love this song. But it's just simple as using your open, your, let's say, resonance, dissonance, or your open strings. Saying I'm a great guitar player. Okay, this one's stupid. I'm only doing this because of Family Guy, okay? It's in C and it's only one string. Jack Lobster! Well, this one's the same exact tuning as that last one, and this is pretty easy. This is Collective Soul. Okay, this is in drop C. This is Nickelback. Make your own jokes. I don't care. I still like them. Okay, this is Freak Like Me by Lizzie Hale. I did this in the Lizzie Hale video that nobody wants. This is, what is this? It's a drop B. So it goes a little something like this. Yeah, this is Rob Zombie. I learned this 5 minutes ago. So there you have it, kids. I got a baritone. I love this thing. If you want something different, a different sound. Now, again, this one I got, and at some point I'm going to peel this off. I love the feel of a Telecaster. I just love it. I love my old one. I love this one even more because it's got this great. Oh, I love this. So in a lot of ways, it reminds me of Waylon Jennings. Had an iconic one. I'll put a picture over here of his guitar. But when you've been a musician for a long time, even if you suck, you get kind of tired of playing the same way all the time. So having something different, we got all kinds of guitars for a reason. It's not just because they look cool, even though they do. If you want a different sound, a different feel, try something different. Try a baritone. There's so many different tunings you can do with this, and I've shown you quite a few today. So again, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, put it over here. I'll put it over this way. Like or subscribe. Of course, as always, please take the time to share. Sharing is a treasure. Share is a treasure. To share is to love.
Oh yeah.
And leave a comment if you've got like. I don't know. Please just don't leave a comment. Say something nice. It's like signing the guest book. When you go to the wedding, you don't say, "Hey, I enjoyed the wedding, but you're just ugly." You don't do that. So please don't be a dick. Thanks for watching. Check out another one of my stupid videos. I'm tired of actually, having a real job. So please enjoy. And by the way. Thanks for watching The Music Snob.